Now we're cooking with grease. See, I did it again somehow. That shit out because I fucked up. Man, I just jumped on here real quick just to talk about this Detroit trip I just took. Like, I had to give Detroit some little special love because I really fucked with it. I would. I just Detroit culture is so like dope. Detroit culture is so dope to me. So it made me like want to come talk about this shit for a quick second because that shit is just like that shit is really like I was out there, it just felt like home. So real quick, I just took a 3 day trip, and God, Lord knows, I wish I took a longer trip. Lord knows, man. But anyway, I got to Detroit on Friday for my homeboy Drake's birthday. He was having a birthday shindig, and invited me out to come celebrate with it. That's my dog. The way we met, locked in ever since we met. So I told him I was gonna pop out, come show some love. He was gonna, show me out, show me what the city about. Uh, as soon as you touch down, as soon as I touched down anyway in Detroit, like I just felt the energy of the city. You can just feel that shit. I don't know how to describe it, but the energy just feels so good in Detroit, man. I really fuck with Detroit. It's crazy. Like I really fuck with Detroit. Like that energy is like that. You know what I mean? So city got like a the city itself got like an old school like vibe and feel. Like it just like I don't know the word I want to say, but if I'm just talking and describing it, it just got a classic vibe. To it, you know what I mean? It's got a classic smell. Like the air is hot and breezy at the same time. Like the look is not antique, but it got like a classic vibe. Like the vibe is just, you know, the vibe is enough to where I got to come on here and talk about it. How about that? I know that. Like I know the vibe of Detroit got me talking about Detroit. Like the energy of Detroit, everything about Detroit is was good for me. It wasn't like Detroit was like my type of time. Yeah, I mean, I fuck with Detroit, man. So I just want to come on here and give a little love to my Detroit players, man. You know, Detroit really like that. I fuck with Detroit, man. I'm going back to Detroit. Detroit will be like one of my favorite cities to go see. Like I go to Detroit. Motherfuckers say, man, where you want to go? Man, we going to Detroit. Let's go pull up on Detroit, see what Detroit looks like. You hear me? Like Detroit like that to me. Like I fell in love with Detroit in 3 days. Like literally. Fuck with Detroit. I got down there, gotta give it, man. Detroit is like that. Detroit is like that. Let's see what we on real quick. Hold on. Give me three more. Um, what I got on there? Yeah, my bad. But yeah, Detroit is my type of time, my type of city, my type of vibe, my type of whatever any positive words that you can say about something for me is like it's that for Detroit, man. Like I got out there, like it was all love. The people was hella like hella I ain't saying friendly, but they hella like they people person. I'll say that. Like if you're a people person, like well for me anyway, I'm only speaking for me. I ain't describing nobody else's feelings. I ain't describing nobody else experience with Detroit. I ain't for me, like that shit was just like a great example representation of just black people like being just, you know, mingling out and about. Like we went to so many bars and it was just all of us in there, you know what I mean, working, like serving. It was no problems nowhere we was at besides at the house. You know what I mean? But it wasn't even no problems there. But I mean, that's the only time it probably could have. The energy just was the energy for me. You know what I mean? And I go off energies, I go off vibes, I go off of, you know, how you treat me. I ain't can't really trip how nobody treats somebody else because I don't know the relationship y'all got. So my relationship with Detroit is, you feel me, like that. Okay, I see you in here, so I must be on it. So the first day, like we went out there, I went out there. I landed Friday at 5 o'clock basically. Um, wait, did I? Yeah, I got there Friday. Must have got dressed late. I don't know. Yeah, it's all like a little blurred on me because it was that much of a, I was moving and grooving a lot in a little bit of times. Because I wish I really would have got one more day and came back today. I came back yesterday early too. Either I could have came back late yesterday or early today, and I wish I would have picked earlier today because I needed one more day. I needed like the festivity because we went out there for a birthday. I keep saying we. I went out there for a birthday weekend for my homeboy, and so those days, like that weekend, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it was just like jam packed with little shit. You know what I mean, going on, and I had to escape away from that to go like see the city. And I wish I would have had an extra day where it was nothing planned, so I could have really went like got the vibe of the city, like without feeling so rushed. Or like he could have showed me around, took me to a couple of places. You know what I mean? So, but overall, I would score that shit for what it was, from a Friday to a Sunday. Or Monday. Yeah, I'm gonna say Sunday because I came back Monday. Like my flight left at 12:45, so we got to the airport like 10:30. So Monday don't count as me being in Detroit. But from Friday to Sunday, if I scored like on vibe check, on just culture check, on just atmosphere, what the fuck, atmosphere check, I'm gonna score it a 10 out of 10. I ain't gonna lie. Now, could I had done more? Yes, but for what it was is what I'm judging it up for. For what it was, I enjoyed myself. I had a grand time, man. I was thugging it out. I was with some people, and we was just they just kept me where it was at. They kept me like just showing me like how the people get down in the city. Then I went downtown. Um, Like rip. Here goes something I didn't know. Motherfuckers didn't act like they did. I did. I didn't know Detroit and Canada was that damn close. Because if I would have knew they was that damn close, I would have went to Canada and I'd have really been on here up. You feel me? But next time I go to Detroit, I'm for sure going to Canada. That's a fact. But like I was literally 10 minutes from Canada. Like literally, I seen the border. You know what I mean? Like it's a little spot out there called the River Walk. And you know what I mean? And is if compared to motherfuckers from Oakland or it's like Lake Mary. You know what I mean? Like that's the look of it, but you can't walk all the way around it because the other side is Canada. So like one side is you're still in Detroit, but it's just like a long ass. I thought it wrapped around. until somebody was like, "No, you can't. No, that's Canada over there, and it ain't even no way to get over there unless you go over the bridge or it's like a little tunnel or something." So I didn't get to experience that because again, I ain't know about it. But next time I go back to Detroit, I'm going. I'm gonna be in Canada for sure. But and I'm gonna go a little bit longer, and I'm gonna go. There's multiple things. I'm gonna go a little bit longer. Might go 4 days, maybe five. And then I'm gonna go when my nigga ain't doing shit. You know what I mean? Where he ain't celebrating nothing. It's just nigga, we you coming out here and we finna fuck around is the reason why I'm coming out there. You know what I mean? This one I was coming because it was his birthday weekend, so he already had hella shit going, hella people pulling up on him. He can't just I can't expect it either to just for him to cater to, me just because I came from out of state or whatever, because he got other people in the city that want to celebrate him and, give him his flowers and love on him and all that shit. So but next time I go, we already talked about it. Next time we go, it's gonna be a little different. So I'm already looking forward to that. But I love Detroit vibe, man. I love Detroit vibe. Like this video gonna be long as shit, and I ain't gonna be talking about nothing but Detroit vibe because I just love the vibe out there, man. That Detroit got the energy, man. It reminds me so much of home, but it looks so different, but it feels so good and the same. You know what I mean? Like polite. That's the I couldn't think of polite to say, motherfucking like the people are so polite out there. They're so welcoming. They're so helpful. Like they're just like it's almost they're just like it was just a positive thing, man. It was just positive, man. Detroit was just positive on me and left a little positive outlook on me to where, I want to go back. So I ain't never went nowhere and be like, oh, I got to come back here before I even, left. You know what I mean? I wanted to stay. I was down there for to extend my flight, my stay, but I ain't feel like changing my flight, doing all that shit. So, but I'm definitely going to double back on Detroit, man. I wonder. It got to be more cities in the world like that, to where it's like you gonna get that good vibe and good energy. But for me, nigga, Detroit just feels good. So shout out Detroit. Shout out all my players out there. Shout out everybody who pulled up on me that I knew prior to going out there. Only off right here, just off the internet. Met some niggas off the internet some years ago. They happened to be from Detroit. I told them niggas I was popping out, and they pulled up on me and really like showed me around, showed me the city, showed me some love. And now, they talk about coming out here. So, I gotta reciprocate that shit if that ever happened. But just sticking to the script, man, Detroit a vibe. I would recommend Detroit as a city to go visit. Now don't ask me what to do, but I would recommend you go visit that shit. I wouldn't care what it's for. A football game, a baseball game, a basketball game, or just to go, get the vibe of the city. Energy Saturday, this extends back with vibe with the background. This motherfucker, bro, I can't charge this shit to save my life, man. But yeah, that was really, man. I just wanted to get on and just give a little quick shout out to the D man and to to Detroit, man, and just let them know that it's love over there, man. That, okay, it's love over there. Like I really, I really fuck with Detroit. Put that on here. Let me make that my banner real quick. You hear me? You hear me? Oh yeah, delete the college for sure. Oh and man, thank you for the one. But yeah, Detroit was a vibe for me. You hear me? Detroit was a vibe for me. What up, though? What else? What other lingo I stole from out there? Yeah. Oh, you good, my baby? You good, my baby? I ain't gonna lie. So that one, it took me a little bit to catch on to what I mean. It it took me a little. It took me a little. It took me a little bit to use the what up my baby, or you good my baby, or because you say that like you saying it to other niggas and shit, right? And it seemed a little off, but the way they say it in conversation is so normal. It doesn't sound nothing how like we would try to make it seem. Nothing like that at all. So I started saying it, and it was just so fucking normal. Like, you good, my baby? You know what I mean? It's like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but it doesn't feel weird, not even a little bit. You know what I mean? And then what up though is just like, what up though? That's just like the greeting. Like that's the first thing you say to when you see a motherfucker you ain't seen since yesterday or earlier today, or I call one of my niggas out there right now. They're like, what up though? That's how they answer their phone. They say good morning. You know what I mean? I don't know if they say good morning. They be like, what up though? And I fuck with what up though. I've been using that one though. I've been on the what up though already. That was my shit. I've been stole that from my dog Drake because he been hit me with that one. So I've been like gravitated to the what up though. Um, what else, man? What else? That was like some shit that oh everybody holding. Oh everybody holding out there. Like I didn't know they laws was like open carry is legal out there. Concealed carry, I think that's when you gotta have your what we call CCW. I forgot what they should call. If they want to conceal it, they gotta have a license for it. But if they want to be open carry, like that's legal to be open carry. So next time I go out there for show, oh man, my shit on me because that shit was like the motherfucking Midwest time. Oh, I guess Midwest. It is Midwest. It was like way back in the day when niggas just walking around with their shit. You feel me? So that's a cool thing. I forgot the food spot that we was hitting. It ain't. I forgot the name of the food spot, but that shit was cool. Uh, fuck, what else, man? I feel like I got so much in my brain that I want to say about Detroit, but for some reason I can't. I can't find where I'm trying to go. Besides, it was a vibe. That's what I keep going back to. It was a vibe. So shit, I guess that's why I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna let this video go to 20 minutes though, so I can be able to even number and see how I'm gonna fuck with it. But yeah, I fuck with Detroit heavy, man. Oh, another thing about Detroit, uh, like the people though, like the people, they only real when they think of California, they only think of LA. You know what I mean? They don't think of nowhere else really. Well, at least the people I was running across. And then they don't even really think of like LA. They just think about like Hollywood and the tourist spot. And I'm like, nah, that's like us saying, Motown is the only thing we know about here. So Michigan basically is like so. I don't know if that was right, but all they really know is LA. But they only know like again the tourist spots, Disneyland, the Walker. I mean, the I don't even know what it's called. The star. What's it called? The stars names on the ground. I forgot what that's called, but I was letting them know that y'all better go. Hey, Cali more than just fun and bitches. You hear me? Or did he say L.A.? L.A. more than fun and bitches. Better learn about the cotton, got the B's and C's. B's and G's. Yeah, but anyway, I love Cali like I love women. Hey, nigga in LA got a little bit of thug in him. But yeah, man, this video was just to give a shout out to Detroit. Real quick on the travel, right? So I was down there not even gonna go to Detroit. I wasn't even gonna go. I was gonna just cat off because I'm more of a direct flight type of person. I don't like. I'm barely getting accustomed to flying, so I need a straight flight, and I don't need a hella long. You know what I mean? I just don't. I don't like switching planes, and so anyway, I couldn't find no direct flights. It was always a connecting flight. I had to. So when I left, I flew out when I left SAC. I flew into Denver, and then from Denver flew to Detroit. Now that was cool because the flight was like the perfect amount of time. Like from Sac to Denver, I want to say was 2 hours and some change, and then from Denver to Detroit was like 2 hours and some change. So that shit was like cool because it wasn't too long. It was like perfect. Coming back kind of fucked me off because we flew into Chicago. And Chicago to fucking Detroit in the air anyway was 44 fucking minutes travel time. That was short as shit. But we didn't even like so I be on the plane and I be, on the app, I fly Southwest. I'll be on the and I don't know if any other plane service have it, they might, I don't know. But you can see, where you at, how far it's going, I mean, how long before you land. You can see the speed of the how fast you're going in the plane. You can see what cities you flying over right now. You know that little shit, right? So, and you can see how high up you are and shit like that. So normally, when you get to your peak, or on the flights I've been on thus far, when I got to my peak height, it was like 36,000. Um, uh, fuck, bro, come on, man. I was up in the air at 36,000 feet, right? And then the lowest, I mean, not the lowest, but when you can start using your devices, like 10,000. And then that's when you can normally start walking around. They'll turn off the seatbelt lights, all that shit, service, all that shit coming. But when we was on our way from Detroit to, I mean, yeah, Detroit to Chicago, man, we didn't even go higher than 21,000 feet, and they don't. By the time they cut the fucking seatbelt signs off and shit, we was there. Oh, okay, we're final descent. You know what I mean? That flight was that short. Like it made. So anyway, that flight was hella short. But then that means what? The Denver to, I mean, the Chicago to fucking back to Cali flight was the long man. That shit was like 4 hours and some change. Like that's not my vibe, man. I need quick, short flights, man. But all in all, it was cool. I left at 12:45. Um, I left at 12:45 Detroit time and got back to Cali at 4 o'clock our time, which was 7 o'clock Detroit time. Like that shit crazy. Like I seen 12 o'clock, I think 3 times yesterday. You know what I mean? Because when I left, it was 12. Then when I got to I only seen it twice because once we got to Chicago, it went back to 12 something. And then yeah, I only seen it twice. Yeah. But the time zone shit is crazy too, because I thought like so my plane, I'm all over the place now because now like my thoughts are starting to clear up. But like when I originally went to get on the plane in the morning, my plane was time was my flight? 8 o'clock flight to Detroit. Was it eight? Man, I don't know. I don't know. Don't give me the fucking line. But bottom line is they 3 hours ahead of us, right? So I was able to party a lot longer because when it's like example 3 o'clock in the morning to them, to us it's only 12. So we still, grooving and moving. But what was fucking me up is I go to sleep and then my body is naturally waking up because I'm on Cali time. I'm waking up. It's 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning daytime, but that's 7, 8 our time. So that was an adjustment and a struggle for me. The, nigga, so I'm starting to now, like on Saturday, or Sunday, I didn't wake up till 12:1. Yeah, I mean daytime. But that's 10, that's 10:09 or yeah, 9:10 for us. You know what I mean? So that I feel like their days feel longer. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I understand that phrase back in the day. I don't know who said it, but it was like this shit longer than a New York minute. I get that shit now because their days, and that's why they got like good after hours and shit. Like they city really well, at least the part I was in. I can't speak for the whole like everybody everyday life, but the motherfuckers like is up like vampires because I would assume their days. Maybe not though. Maybe just because I was visiting, it felt like that because I'm pretty sure they got regular hour days, regular where they got to be at work at 6 in the morning, 7. Yeah, I don't know. They used to it. I'm not, but it felt beautiful. It felt like I was getting the most out of my time there because, like, I was my body was 3 hours earlier than the actual time was. You know what I mean? The only time it was fucking me up was the morning. That was it. Because when I'm up, everybody's still asleep. But then when they was asleep, I was still trying to figure out what we about to do. So yeah, it's like a happy medium, man. That shit was like a happy medium. So bottom line is the bottom line. That the bottom line is the bottom line. I fuck with Detroit. Detroit, my people. They said Oakland and Detroit is related, and I always said that, but I never seen it or felt it. But going out there, I agree with that shit 100%. Like the culture is the exact same. Like them niggas be on the same shit these niggas be on, and that's how I always say that shit about anywhere I ever go. Like it's a ghetto, a hood. It's hard niggas. It's soft everywhere. Nothing makes your section better than no other section besides your personal feeling to it. You know what I mean? Is this shit that we do here is done all around the world, bro. So ain't nothing bigger than nothing. Like, and I was trying to tell my daughter that shit when we was watching and these movies be having hidden messages too. You watch Man in Black. Man in Black hits you with that shit. Like, like at the end of the first one, when Will Smith was like, "Oh man, you're gonna keep those eight. You're gonna keep them in that small locker. That's messed up. X, Y, and Z." And then he had to let them know we was just in a small locker to somebody else. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this shit is bigger than where you are. This shit is like it's more to shit than what you see. Like everywhere has something popping. So tell y'all something different, man. Detroit winning for me. You hear me? I come on here and talk about Detroit again, but I ain't gonna do it live. I'm gonna do that shit. I'm gonna do that shit just and put that shit out like that. I'm gonna log up out of here, but I just wanted to say I fuck with Detroit. I fuck with Detroit the long way. You hear me? Hey, this CT. I'm finna end this shit, man, for this motherfucker cut off on me. Until next time, and who knows? Next time might be in a little time. You hear me? But until then, I fuck with you, my baby.